Hello, you're on JustJockTV with the JAnitor, and today we've got Guardian Heroes. It's a remake of the Sega Saturn game on the live arcade, just sort of launched today. It's a side-scrolling, beat-em-up, hack-and-slash sort of game. You know, sprites, yield, running around, smacking stuff. Slight little variations on it though. It's got sort of different horizontal planes that you can smack things on, but you'll see you don't usually flow like in sort of Final Fight or Streets of Rage where you just flow up and down. You sort of have set paths that you can walk on. And it makes it a bit easier to kill stuff, but we'll see how it plays out in the game anyway. I'm just showing you can play it in a remixed mode, which is slightly easier to play. You can play it in the classic setting as well. I actually dicked about with this game on the arcade stick and it was quite fun, because that's what I do with the arcade stick anyway. My brother J joined me for this playthrough session. Well, it's not really a playthrough, we're just going to play it for 15 minutes to tell you about the game a bit. But anyway, showing you all the different sort of dip switches you can get here, showing you all the different sort of challenges and difficulties you can get. I think we go through it in normal, try to look for a second player option, we find out, press start on this screen, and that's how you do it. Sorry, I'm a bit tired, I'm going to grind out recording videos all night tonight. So anyway, you can see your standard sort of Japanese game characters on, even though the art style looks more like shitty American cartoons from the late 80s, early 90s. I'm looking at you, or maybe they're like French ones, I don't give a damn. You know those crappy cartoons that they friggin' put on ITV when you were like 6, just before the good ones came on. Yeah, they're all crap anyway. That's another story for another time. Anyway, I picked the chick who's sort of healer mage. My brother picked the guy who's a sort of swordish, brutish fucking guy who smacks people. Man, this is so incoherent, but who gives a crap? Anyway, there's some chick busting in, telling us that shit's going down. Other people come in and she fucks that guy up and lets them know, yeah, I'm with these guys now, suck it. Now you get purple hair green ninja guy and also cleric little chump monk boy who's actually quite fun to play as. But anyway, as you can see I'm running around smacking stuff. I'm the girl. Yeah, she's quite shit actually. She's supposed to be a healer, but healing doesn't seem to work in this chaotic game because it takes time to actually get the heals up. The small area effect that it has just isn't too good. Sure, I reckon if you put the magic stat up it might get a bit better. As you can see, get a little pansy ass puddle on the floor. That was quite shit. Anyway, we're getting throws in. There's all sorts of other elements in the game. There's fire, there's electricity, there's healing, there's love probably. That's probably somewhere in there as well. They're trying to show on that crap on their kids as well. Oh, love each other and all that crap, but who cares? Anyway, I've got a barrier spell as well that stops shit hitting me, but it stops me hitting shit, so I don't know, if you're like one of them defensive turtles that play these games and go, I'm just going to defend, not die, fair enough, she's your character, and it's apt that you're a girl because you can go suck a dick. Anyway, you get out in the street and you see more prominently these 3 points I was talking about. They sort of get like far, middle and close to the screen that you can hop between with a press of a button. So it's quite good. It keeps the sort of action on, you know, certain playing field, so you can, like, as you can see, she just smashed lightning right down the line and everything on that line died, but if there was anything, you know, the two rows below, they wouldn't get hit. So that's quite a good mechanic. It makes it easier to regulate what you're actually hitting on the screen in these sorts of games, which can be a control issue. I know people complained about that about Castle Crashers. You'd be slightly off and you'd just be whiffing right in front of them hitting the swords. You could see the sword animation but it wasn't hitting, kind of crap like that, but this sort of takes out. But then again, it does become a bit clumsy swapping between the rows if there's like multiple enemies on the screen, because some attacks seem to go up and down the rows as well, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, the other thing as well, with them all being in the rows, you can get hit by random attacks quite easily if a character has a lot of reach. Maybe they're hiding behind another character, but that, again, that's a strategy your team can use as well, I suppose. Just how you play through the game. As you can see, my brother's discovering the special moves. The special moves sort of get inputted like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat style, you know, like down forward, quarter circle forward, stuff like that, just back forward, down up. They do your sorts of special moves to get, you know, flamey swords, heals. I actually drop a smiley face once or twice, I think, because that's what this chick's spells are. But anyway, I've got a Pillar of Light as well. That seems to, every character seems to have a get off me attack as well. It seems to be X and A, and X and Y, and they just sort of push you off them. Hers actually costs her health, so kind of a shout out to Hagar in Final Fight there, or the super moves in Streets of Rage as well. But anyway, the over-encompassing story of this game seems to be that you're running around smacking people up. There's some king who's not actually the king, and there's some wizard who's a total fraud, and he's trying to get revenge on people from the sky because he's from the earth and we're the humans caught in the middle, sort of stuff. Basically, the cool thing about this game is though, when you get to the end of certain stages you can choose responses which choose different paths for you to run down. So you know, it's got endless replay. It's not endless replayability what I'm talking about, it's got a good sort of replayability so that you can go through different scenarios again, seeing how differently, you know, the story will change, because the story seems to change slightly, as in when you interact with people and how you kill them depending on the stage you're on, which is kind of cool. But also the game seems to have karma points as well. If you smack enemies while they're down, if you smack enemies that are trying to run away, if you smack people like townspeople as well, you'll get negative karma points. Never good. That seems to give you bad endings other than good endings. So I suppose you would get a bad ending if you're smacking people around that are, you know, innocent, TB riddled. Probably got the plague as well. But anyway, as you can see, this sword comes out of the ground and we're like, whoa, what's happening with this sword? How? What is going to happen here? And then before you know it, someone who looks like a modern day hero, who's not really a modern day hero, but you know, it looks like Deathspank comes out of here. Yes! Deathspank, if you've not played any of Deathspank games, there's Deathspank, Thongs of Virtue and The Baconing right now. They're pretty cool single player RPGs, but they've also got a bit of co-op in them as well if you want. But this guy just seems to scream a lot, smack things about. And also you get your stats, you get your strength, you get your vitality, you get your intelligence, you get your agility, you get your spirit or something, and you get luck. Luck seems to be one of those weird kind of attributes you can add. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory, you know. Strength, vitality, health. But luck seems to affect your... See, you get these transition screens in the different sorts of bits of the story. The luck affects how much health you gain there, it affects how much experience you get per hit, because you gain experience per hit in this game, that's how it goes. It's kind of like Castle Crashers. And if you get, it also regulates how much damage you do, damage you take as well. Now we get the big gay vampire that seems to appear all the time, and she doesn't seem to like him, but she pisses off because we've got a big gold knight now, and you can actually control him and give him certain commands. I think you'll see my character there get a cheeky speech bubble thinking, what am I going to make him do? Oh, that looks quite handy. What is he going to do here? He goes berserk, smacking stuff, and what is this? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so he just seems to, you know, destroy everything on the screen, which is definitely quite a handy feature. But anyway, yeah, these skeletons get summoned now because apparently this guy was, you know, king of the swingers down there. He was your Pauly D man, total gain of big fist pumps under the ground, and now these guys, these party boys, these guys from the shores of death want him back because, let's face it, he is the broski of the year. But anyway, back to not talking about crap. Anyway, we're just all smacking stuff about. You know, you get your special moves. The chicks seem to have special moves involving flying around, making people fly around and flying around, so she was quite uninteresting. To be honest, I did like this game, it was quite fun. It reminded me of, you know, Final Fight, Castle Crashers and Streets of Rage, and I just sort of played about with them. I just sort of played it through like I'd play any other games. I do like grinding through them. I do usually die a lot, each share continues, so Gav will probably not want to play this one with me. But as you can see, we're smacking about a big Cyclops, getting some juggle combos on. That's another thing you can do. If you do down forward and no down and X or Y, you seem to do a sort of uppercut dragon punch move, and that seems to be able to juggle people in the air. But things of talking about karma there, those guys are trying to escape, so we're just beating on them, and then the witches get loose and they seem to create merry hell with their ice beams. I think we take a bit longer than we probably should have in this section. But we've got our gold knight who seems to be indestructible, running around and just smacking shit up. And boom, so we get to another cutscene. And you know, just some more talking. And anyway, that was anyway, I'll just probably end it here. You know, just going over Guardian Heroes. It's I think it's 800 points in the Microsoft Live Arcade right now. Get a bash. You know, I'll probably do some co-op videos if more people get it, and we'll just see how it plays out. Anyway, I've been the JAnitor. This has been Guardian Heroes. Thanks very much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and do all the other necessary stuff to get JustJockTV out there. Thanks very much again. I'll catch you all later.